So this is Africa. 1 billion people today, growing at about 2.5% per annum in terms of population. In the next 13 years, by 2030, we will have about 1.7 billion people on this continent. That's an extra 700 million people. Now, what does that represent for us? Especially when we consider the fact that Africa also has the youngest population in the world. So roughly 25% of Africa's population today are young people between the ages of 18 and 24. But the sad part of this statistic is that a young African is twice as likely to be unemployed as compared to young people in other parts of the world. So unemployment is a big challenge that we face today as a continent. But it's not all gloom and doom. We have a window of opportunity. And that opportunity is based on our smartphones and the mobile revolution that has been happening in Africa over the last couple of years. So between 2000 and 2017, the number of mobile connections on the continent has grown from literally 0 to about 1 billion. And the exciting thing also is that this huge number of phones that we have on the continent are now being replaced by smartphones. So in 2015, we had over 200 million smartphones on the continent. And over the next 3 years, this figure will literally triple, and we will have at least 700 million smartphone users. And this is very exciting because the smartphone gives us a huge amount of power that allows us to deliver resources and provide access to people in a way that we never could have done before. So by using one platform, we can provide access to opportunities in at least 5 industries. So the same mobile agent using our platform, can work in the power industry. If it's transportation and someone needs to move from one part of the city to another, the same mobile agent has access to this opportunity. If it's banking, what's happened today is banks are learning that it makes a lot more sense to take services directly to their customers instead of waiting for them to come into banking halls. Beyond this, in the insurance industry as well, and of course, for online retail, when people sell stuff online and stores sell stuff online, and they need to deliver as well, to their customers at the last mile, the same mobile agent can do this. I'd like to conclude by saying there's huge opportunity for us to leverage mobile in Africa today to solve some of our grand challenges, but it requires a process of understanding our markets in detail and going through a process of co-creation. Thank you very much for listening.